Yo, what is up? Today we're back in Forza Horizon 5 and I am going to be putting two AI giants up against each other, ChatGPT and Google Gemini, and we're going to see which one can build the better drift car for a specific drift zone. So the drift zone that we're going to be picking is this one here, the Camino de Montana. I've probably butchered that. So we're going to do that specific drift zone, and basically we're going to go to ChatGPT and Google Gemini and say, build me a meta drift car that's not the S15, because we've already built the S15 in a previous video, so I don't want to do it again. And we are going to basically say, this is the drift zone, build us a car, and we're going to build that car exactly like the AI tells us to, and then we're going to see which one can set a better score on the drift zone. So before we get into actually prompting the AI, I just want to say that we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers by May this year. Still a few months away. We're about halfway there. So if you do end up enjoying this video, please do go down and hit that subscribe button, show the video some support, and show the channel some support in general. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and it'll be amazing if we can make it by May. Okay, so to make this fair, we're going to give the AIs some restrictions. So one, we're going to say they can't pick the S15 and they can't pick the same car as the other AI. So to make this fair, we're going to spin this wheel to decide who gets to pick the car first. Let's spin. Gemini gets to pick the car first. All right. So Gemini has picked the Corvette Z06, and then I've got all of these values. So we'll consult this when building the drift car. All right, cool. The 1997 BMW M3. Okay, it's giving me exact values as well. All right, so now it's just a matter of which car we are going to use first. We return to the wheel. Let's spin the wheel and see which car we are going to use first. It looks like we're going to be using the BMW first. All right, ChatGPT build first. So we need the BMW M3 E36. All right, so let's go auto show. Go to BMW 1997 M3. Here we go. Not a bad choice of car. I do love this car, but I don't know if it's any good at drifting. All right, so my thought process behind this is the ChatGPT is kind of like that greeny blue, this kind of color. So this is our ChatGPT color car. It doesn't say ChatGPT on it, but I can't be bothered actually doing that. That's a lot of effort. So yeah, we are going to be upgrading this as the robot wants. So, okay, let's just go down in order of what it wants. It wants to swap to the 6.2 liter V8. There is no 6.2 liter V8 for this car. Hold on. Okay, it's rebounded with the 3 liter inline 6 turbo. That's what it wants. It wants to keep rear wheel drive, and then aspiration is single turbo race. Let's go to engine upgrades, and it wants a race intake. We don't have intake stuff. It just says race everything, but like realistically, there is none of this. Okay, it's the error that ChatGPT is making. We are bringing it down to the error that it is making, because it suggested an engine that can't go in this car, and then it said, "Oh, we want race intake and race everything," but like we don't have those options to upgrade. That's ChatGPT's error, so we're gonna just keep going. All right, we've resorted back to the stock body kit because it was causing errors with the upgrades that it picked. So we've just gone back to the stock. Any lightweight wheel? Yeah. Okay, then it wants, do we not have the option for track width still? All right, well, there's no option for track width. Okay, well, that's gonna have to do then. That's all the upgrades that it wants. Now it's time for tuning. Okay, so it wants 31 psi, which is 2.1 bar in the front, 2.1 bar in the front, and then it wants 24 in the rear, which is 1.6. There we go. It's gone straight to alignment. We'll come back to gearing. So it wants negative 4.8 in the front, and then it wants negative 1.2 in the rear. And tow, it wants 0.5 out and 0 in the rear. Caster, it wants 7. Anti-roll bars, 23 and 55. 23 and 55. There we go. And then springs, it wants 95 and 70. 95 and then 70. And then ride height lowest. Okay, that's what it's at already. Damping, 9.5 and 7.2. And then bump stiffness, 4.6 and 3.4. And 3.4. Then we've got no aero, so we go brake, it doesn't specify anything. Differential, it wants 95 and 80. And 80. And then we can go back to the gearing. It wants gear 1 to be 3.2, this to be 3.6, 2.15, 1.65, and then 1.25. All right, that's the setup. Let's apply it. All right, so we have now built the ChatGPT drift car. Let's go. Well, it says third is our drift gear, but I mean, you know what? It might not be that bad. All right, here we go. Okay, we Way too shallow. Okay, this is a horrible first attempt, but I think that's the way to go, though. I think that's the way to go. We'll try it from this side once, and then we'll begin our few attempts, but I am going to change to manual. We're going to try and stay in third. I think the other way is the best way to go. All right, you know what? We're going to do 3 attempts from each side just to make it fair. So 6 attempts total, and we're going to do 3 attempts from each side. This car doesn't seem that bad, to be fair. All right, this is our beginning of our attempts in this ChatGPT drift car. We're going to keep it in third because that's what it said. It said to keep it in third. Oh, we're the wrong way. That's a skill issue there. We are allowed to rewind as well if we do spin. I'm not making that a restriction. Oh, I just spun. That was a good angle though. $145K. Let's go. Attempt number 2. Well, attempt number 1 from this side, but overall attempt number 2. Come on. I thought I was going to over-rotate there. I pulled the handbrake. $154. All right, we did better from that side. We're almost going to beat our personal best, to be honest. Next run. Let's go. This is not a bad drift car. ChatGPT's done all right with this. All right, 146. This might be the side to do it from then. That's a new personal best, 162K. Wow, I beat that broken all-wheel drive electric car with this. So this is the last attempt from this side. Oh, close. We did all right at that one. 160K. We got what? This is our final attempt. So far, our best score is 162K. It's the ChatGPT mobile. All right, we lost a lot of speed there, but we did get a bit of angle. This is a horrible run. It's a horrible run. It's an absolute stinker, mate. 154. That is our 6 attempts for the ChatGPT drift car. Okay, so we're still only 247,000, but we're in the top 3%. Yeah, look at these guys with 999 million points, bro. Like, get a life, bro. You're a hacker. Get a life. Let's go back to a Horizon festival and build the Gemini drift car now. Gemini has got like that little bluish. We'll go blue. Yeah, we'll go blue. I'm looking at the chat window and it's got the little blue diamond thing, so we'll go blue. Time to upgrade this car just like Gemini wants me to. All right, upgrades and tuning. So it wants the 6.5 liter V12. You can't engine swap these cars, mate. Okay, it says 6.5 liter V12 for maximum power ceiling, or keep the stock V8 and max it out. Okay, so it just wants me to max it out. So it wants a twin turbo. Can we put twin turbos on it? Yeah, we can. All right, so it wants that, and then it also wants all-wheel drive as well. Okay, that's it for conversions. All right, engine. I mean, I can't really upgrade much, but it wants race turbos. It's saying all of the engine upgrades, but I can't do much with this. So I'm just going to go race for both of those. We're going to go race brakes. That's what it wants. Springs. It wants drift springs. I assume it's already on drift springs. 6-speed race. Okay. I assume it's already got a 6-speed race in it. Damn, Gemini Gemini's making a few mistakes. Like there's like these upgrades are just not on here. It wants a drift differential, tire compound. It wants drag tires, drag tire compound. I'm not making this up. All right, front tire width stock, keep it narrow, rear max 345 plus. Yeah, that's max. I'm just making with what Gemini has told me. It's made a lot of errors, so I'm just trying to go through it as best as possible. Time to head on to the tuning. All right, so tires, it wants 26 psi in the front, which is 1.7 bar, and then in the rear it wants 15, so 1 bar. Gearing, it wants a 3.5 final drive. I'm gonna have to ask it for the specific gearing. Okay, alignment, it wants -5 and plus 0.5. Okay, weird. Toe, it wants 5 out, -1 in. What? Wait, it wants, no, hold on. It wants that and then that. Okay, I'm okay. Don't flame me in the comments. I am literally just following what Gemini has told me now. I'm not prompting it anymore. I've literally prompted it maybe 5 times after the initial prompt. Okay, so it wants 58.6 in the front and 125 in the rear. Dude, this car, it's actually giving me like, actually making it so hard to do. All right, ride height, it wants minimum. Yep, they're minimums. Damping, it wants 12 in the front and 15 in the rear, and 15 in the rear. This just seems like a terrible setup to me, bro. Bump stiffness, it wants 2 in the front and 3 in the rear. Yep, and then doesn't mention aero. Brakes, it wants balance. Yeah, differential, here we go. Front, it wants 100% and 0%. Rear, it wants 100%, 100%. Balance, it wants 88%. That is the setup. It gave me, it genuinely took me so long to do because I had to reprompt Gemini so many times. So far, in my opinion, ChatGPT is winning. I think I only had to reprompt ChatGPT maybe twice, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know. Ease of use, ChatGPT is winning 100%. And we're going to do 1 practice run from each side like we did with the ChatGPT car. And then we're going to do 3 on each. Okay, I'm gonna have to use a lot of handbrake for this, I think. We got to remember we're all-wheel drive drifting as well. That's why I didn't question the tuning setup that it was giving me, because like it's all-wheel drive drifting. I have no clue what goes into making an all-wheel drive drift tune. And clearly it's all right, bro. Clearly it's all right. I think it might have done a good job. Even though I had to reprompt it about 3 times, we're already hitting almost 160K. Yeah, I guess it's gone for more of like a broken build than like an actual satisfying build. ChatGPT actually like gave me like a really cool car to drift in, whereas this is just, well, it's just broken. It's so hard to keep on the road as well. So that might be the downfall. It might be a bit of a skill issue kind of thing. I mean, we're already beating the first run. Okay, so we've had our 2 practice runs, 1 from each side. Now it's time to get into the real runs. So we have 3 on each side. All right, so this is run number 1 for the Corvette. Oh, I try to like get it as sideways as possible for this corner. Okay, 140. It might be a skill issue. It's so hard to drift. It's broken, but it's so hard to drift. So we're already behind the E36. Realistically, I probably should have had more warm-ups with this one, but we're trying to keep it fair. Because this is just, it's such a handful to drift, bro. 153. Okay, not bad, not bad. We're trying to beat 162K. We're sitting just behind the E36 at this stage. I think we've just beat it though. We've just beat it. Oh, dude, that was so not satisfying. But yeah, this car is broken. All right. So 163K. We have beaten the ChatGPT build one run early. So we hit 162K on the 4th run with the ChatGPT build, whereas we hit 163, which is 1,000 points more on a run before, on run 3. I'm going to keep going. We're going to see what score we can actually set. But yeah, it looks like Gemini has taken out the win on this one. But in terms of like actually easily being able to just like prompt it and be like, hey, build me a drift car, it was horrible, man. It took so many prompts to actually for it to actually give me values that I could actually use, whereas ChatGPT, I had to like correct it maybe once or twice and then the rest was history. 166. Yeah, okay, we keep improving. It is a very broken build. It is very, very broken. I think that's just all-wheel drive drifting in general. Where are we sitting now on the global leaderboard? 134K. So we've improved by about 100,000. We're in the top 2%. That was a good initiation, but it just like lacked when we got further down the line. See, dude, this car is on rails. It is on rail. Like you just can't turn it when you need to turn it. 170K. We just keep improving. It can get like pretty much just reverse entry kind of level, like just before you stop not getting points. Like this car can have so much angle. We're sitting at 82K now, dude. This is a good broken car. We're top 1%. That is crazy. 82K overall. With that being said, ChatGPT versus Gemini, who can build the better drift car? On paper, it was Gemini. We kind of smashed it. Almost 10K points more in the Gemini build car. But honestly, which AI would I prefer to build a car for me? Definitely ChatGPT. Gemini was giving me just a headache trying to like reprompt it so it gave me values that I could actually use in game. Like it was telling me to V12 swap this car. You just can't do that. It's just not an option. Yeah, it was just doing weird things. But I guess on paper, yeah, built the better drift car. But it went for a more broken build, whereas ChatGPT actually went for a more like satisfying to drift build. Like this, when you get used to it, yeah, it's cool, but it takes a lot to get used to. Whereas the E36 I picked up straight away. Like it just wasn't one of those broken builds. It was a proper drift car. Yeah, whereas this is it's just one of those builds that is it's just broken and it works for some reason. And we set an even higher PB. All right, I'm going to be addicted to doing this. Like this car is actually like, it's good in terms of setting PBs, whereas like, it's just not that satisfying to drift. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please do subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, show some support, help push this video out to more people. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers by May this year, like I said earlier. So any support is appreciated at the end of the day. Yeah, whether that's a like, a comment, a subscription, it all matters to me. And being such a small community, I notice everything. So yeah, even increasing 1 subscriber, I notice it, bro. I know you're watching and you're probably not subscribed and you're like, oh, what's the point in subscribing, bro? Just know if I see my subscriber count go up 1 and it's because of you, I'm thanking you just as soon as you do it, bro. I know that doesn't make sense. I'm yapping at this stage, but if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching if you made it all the way to the end here, and I'll see you in the next one.